guys, welcome back to my channel. So I got my Norvina palette in the mail. Super excited. I also got the electric cake liners. And so they do come in stacks. So there's orange, white, and purple, as well as yellow. This color's pink. Then yellow, then green. Super excited, and I will actually be using both stacks. So I'm gonna do like a split eyeshadow look. Look how cute it is. It's pink. And that's what it looks like on the inside. And from what I can see here, it looks like a very everyday wear neutral palette with like pops of color. Not really a neutral person. Like that would have been like probably 2015, 2016 Gabby. 2020 Gabby is all about like glitter and color and cut crease and just everything. But if I was wanting to do like an everyday eyeshadow look, I usually reach for the Jackie Aina palette, for the Umrazy palette. So these two are my go-tos for everyday eyeshadow looks. Okay, so I just came to a realization about the palette, the Norvina Volume 4, but I will actually be saving that for a video. It should be uploading next week. So what I really like about this, I don't know if it was like, I don't know if it was supposed to be like on purpose, but I know that the magnets in the palettes are used to keep the palettes closed. But if you do just like keep your palettes laying around and you have any of the other palettes, they have a magnetic thing right here. You just keep your tweezers on it. I just thought that was pretty cool, and sometimes I do that. The stacks also have magnets on them to keep them closed. Orange is probably my least favorite color, so let's see how this turns out. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get started. So in my intro I forgot to show this as well, but this is the pink set. So this is what it looks like when it's opened. I'm gonna go back and forth between the palette and the liners. Okay, I wanna do something a little bit crazy, but not like too crazy. So play with some colors and see where this goes. I forgot that you need to prime your eyeballs before trying to put on eyeshadow. So I'm using my last little bit of the Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer. Patting it all over my eyes. First dip into the Volume 4. We're going to take the shade E4 and pack that into this corner up here. We're going to do this color on both sides. Kind of bring it down a little bit. I'm blind, so I have to move my mirror closer. There is a mirror in the palette. I don't ever use it. I feel like I should use the mirror in the palette. That would be a good idea, because I never do that. It's so much better. I don't know why I don't use it. Really pretty burgundy. This color, I love it. Okay, now I'm going to take the JH40 and I'm going to do, I don't know if I want the purple over here, because I feel like that's too matchy with my hair. Let's do the pink over here. So I'm gonna dip it into the shade E1 now and place this right on top of that E4 shade. Blend everything together, but also blend upwards. I'm going to take some translucent powder, and this is a Kat Von D Locket powder, and just blend right above the edge of the pink. And now we'll do the same thing on the other side, but with the shade A3. Exact same. That's weird. I don't know if it's because I didn't like wipe the brush off right or what, but I'm also putting translucent powder on this side. That's like really close to that one. So now that that is on, we're gonna cut the crease, and I'm using the last little bit of this NYX Eye and Lip Makeup Remover. So we'll just go ahead and cut the crease. Finish shaped like that, so we kind of want it to be its own like little separate thing. Okay, and this is fine to just leave there because we're gonna add to that later. Do the same thing on the other side. Now it's time to use the liners. I'm so... Everything's falling. Ready. So this side is going to be orange, and this side is going to be pink. So these are water activated, so I do have a cup here. Just gonna dip into that water that I'm hoping I don't spill because I will be very angry. And so Norvina said that once you do dip into it, if it dries back up, then you're good to go. She said something about having liners a while ago that dried out completely, so I'm not sure. But hopefully this lasts a long time, and I'm just gonna swatch this on the back of my hand real quick just so we can get an idea of what kind of pigment we're dealing with and ignore the other crap on my hand. But it looks pretty pigmented to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started in on my liner. I'm just gonna make it go right underneath that purpley, whatever the heck is going on here. It's okay if it's a little messy, we're gonna clean it up. Pretty satisfied with that. And take my brush that has a little bit of concealer on it and conceal that part. So now let's do the other side, and we're gonna do the orange stack. Wipe my brush off on a paper towel, dip into the orange stack. And so let's do the same thing on this side, but with the orange. Oh wow. Very bright. Okay, and we're gonna conceal again. Righty, so I went ahead and I re-added just a little bit to intensify it a little bit more. And I'm gonna take the Anastasia primer and prime my eyes again with that and kind of blend it into the concealer. Make sure that we get like a good amount of coverage on this eyeshadow that we're about to apply. And let's do the other side now. So now what I want to do is I want to take the shimmer shades A1 and A2, and I will put A1 over here and an A2 over here. So let's take A1. It's like this really pretty silvery shade. Put that right on my lid, and I might use my finger because yes, this is definitely a finger shade. Okay, but I'll just use the brush to get closer to that line. Okay, so there's that A1 shade. It's really light and shimmery. Now I will do the A2 shade on the other side. And this shade, it looks like it is it looks kind of lavender, like lavender in the pan, but then there's like a blue reflect to it. Oh, but that's pretty. It looks like a highlighter that I have from ColourPop. Okay, so now what we are going to do is take like a really bright color and put it right underneath here. That really bright color on this side would be the shade D2. That will go right here. Oh, that is very bright. Just blend it into the A1 shade, and I'll probably go back over with the A1 just to make sure that we have a nice blend between the two colors. Okay, let me go back over it with the A1 real quick, and I'll just use my finger, make sure that blend is good. This side I'm going to take the shade E5. Same way I packed on the shade D2. And then I'll go in with the shade A2 and blend it with my finger. Yeah, I'm gonna deepen it just a little bit. For the pink side, I'll do the shade E4. Deepen that up just a little bit. And then on the right side here, I'll take the shade D5 and deepen that up. Then I'll add some of that D2 back on, just because I don't like what I did. Okay, and so what we want to do now is do some kind of like graphic liner. I want to do graphic liner. We're not gonna do graphic liner. I think I'm just gonna do like a regular wing, but with the wing, it's going to be purple on this side and green on this side, and then I'll do like little accent colors of the white and yellow on the inner corners and like right underneath the purple and green. So let's go ahead and do that. And I'll start with the green first. Okay, let's see if I can get the right eye to cooperate, because I don't know. I'm just gonna clean up my under eye real quick and then do my base off camera, and I'll come back for the other two liner colors and the lower lash line. Be right back. So now for the lower lash line, what I think I want to do is go back in with those initial shades that we used to blend up here and kind of connect those together. So I'll be using E1 on this side and A3 on this side. After I do the lower lash line, then I'll go ahead and finish the rest of my liner with the inner corner and maybe some details on the outside. I'll take this brush. It's the JH42. That's what I use to just cut the creases and everything. Go right underneath our lash line. Once that is on, and it'll cut a crazy amount, so huge. Ready, so I'll take a JH39 and I'll start on the right side this time, going with that shade A3, and just pack that right on the lower lash line. Let's dip into the E1. Same thing on this side. Okay, now that we have that on, I'm going to line the lower lash line. So this is the LA Girl Shockwave. Is this eyeliner or lip liner? Oh, it's a lip liner, but I'm gonna use it on my eyeball. And this is in the shade Blaze. I'm gonna put it on the pink side. Gonna add a little bit of Fiery. Just a little bit better. And then on this side, the shade Screamin'. And now we're gonna go in with our middle shades and complete the liners. Alrighty, so now that our liner is on, I'm going to go ahead and put on some mascara and lashes. Okay, lashes are on, and I think I want to do black lipstick with this. I don't know if I want. I think I want to do black lipstick and do like some kind of like something on the lips with the liners because they are for eyes and face. And the lips are a part of your face, so. Okay, and this is the NYX Wavelet Liner in the shade Alien. Line my lips with this real quick. Actually, I think I'm gonna leave the black lipstick as is because in the last video, it was brown. And I like black lipstick. Yeah, it's like my nude. Oh my gosh, I love black lipstick. This will be it for our finished look. And I really do like the volume 4. It's a very neutral palette. And so, I mean, you can get more of like an everyday wear out of it. Like before this one launched, number 3 was the one that you'd be able to use as your everyday palette. But now this one with all the shades of brown and the burgundies and just lighter colors, it's more of like an everyday wear, unless you're doing something like this. It's like, but I really like this. I like the liners. I feel like if you do 2 layers of liner, so you do just like the first wash and then you let it dry a little bit and then go in with the second layer, then it'll be okay. Like it came out really well, better than I thought it would come out. $30 for each stack and then $60 for the palette. So I definitely recommend it. I mean, if you have the money, go for it. I don't want to take this off. I really liked it. It's like almost 1 a.m. I think I'm gonna stay up and read for a little bit. And I didn't put enough lash glue on. This eyelash is falling off and I don't like that. So what I was most surprised by is how much I really like this orange. Like I like how vibrant it is, and I literally hate the color orange. Like this is amazing. I hate the color orange, but I love this. It's so weird. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on the bell notification so that way you are notified whenever I do upload, and I should be doing that more frequently, or I'm trying my hardest. Don't forget to turn on that bell notification, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.